EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at newly named State Farm Stadium in Glendale, Arizona. It's certainly hot outside here in the desert, but somehow this Cardinal crowd turned up the heat a moment ago. They were in a frenzy as their team emerged from the tunnel, and the Cardinals, they're set to do battle with the Baltimore Ravens. Now this will make it into the end zone. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
At their own 31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. First carry now for Gus Edwards. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. The game's first play produces 6 yards. Brings up second down.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Jackson fakes the give and keeps it. First down and more for Jackson. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson, 63 yards. And the Ravens have taken the early lead. Well, I mean, Lamar Jackson, what more can we say at this point? He is a living, breathing highlight reel. And go ahead and tack on that last play to the list of big ones by number 8.
I think defensively, when you look at a play like that, that's when everyone looks at their teammates and starts shaking their heads a little bit, because now you're wondering, what are we in for? Worked all week to try and limit the big play ability that he possesses, and he winds up taking one to the house in the very first quarter. That was a tremendous run.
And he covered a lot of ground on that one, as evidenced by the final total there on Next Gen Stats. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. A first carry for Kenyon Drake. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. They went counter there offensively, and a couple of defenders were on skates for a second.
They certainly were, and you know what offensive linemen love about the counters and the misdirections? Sometimes you don't even have to block the defender. He can run himself.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Derek Wolfe popping in for the sack. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
Brings up 3rd down.
Murray going to run play action with Drake and look to throw it. And he's got Fitzgerald. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15. On 1st down, Drake. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Murray a give. This is Drake. And he's got this down to the 35. It's a first down on a gain of 10. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation. We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
Another Cardinals first down. 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. Pass incomplete.
I think we'll see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
They'll run with Drake. Now Drake loses the football, and it's picked up by the Ravens. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free.
And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Jackson going to look to do it himself. And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34.
Geez, I mean, what more can you say about Lamar Jackson? We know that he's got the quickness and the agility, but, you know, if you wanted proof of his straight line speed, look no further.
And some room to maneuver. Willie Snead all alone. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Willie Snead, 66 yards. And the Ravens will add on to their lead. They've got to be thrilled on the road right now. Touchdown, turnover, touchdown, and quickly trying to make it 14-0.
Yeah, I mentioned it already. On the road, to be able to go into someone else's house and establish a start like that, obviously your confidence rises in a big way, and you're putting some doubt in their minds.
Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that, because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
Difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
From the gun, Murray. That's caught. It's Dan Arnold, the tight end. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 35. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Running, it's Drake. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line.
He's brought down.
The tackle made by L.J. Ford. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now Drake. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 16 yards, a first down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0.
17-yard line.
A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. Here's Jackson to throw.
They set up the screen for Dobbins.
And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. It's a pickup of 12. Second play in a row with a 12-yard gain.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. And it's intercepted. Picked off by the Alabama man, Dre Kirkpatrick. And a terrific return as he'll take it up past the 35.
Well, Brandon, this is a former first-round pick, and he's been a bit of a disappointment in his career up till now, but he's still got room to grow. And this is an excellent play right here to come away with the football.
So good field position for the Cardinals as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. Now a throw over the middle, and he's got it to start the drive. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. That catch good for only a couple.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost as bread and butter as a good running back dive play.
The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Here's Murray from midfield. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Throwing again on 2nd down. Murray going deep for Hopkins. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Cardinals. DeAndre Hopkins, 46 yards. And the Cardinals have cut it to within a score. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. A lot of football, full half to be played. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already.
Jackson going to tuck it down on the option.
And running with power here. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first. Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now.
J.K. Dobbins, the one he was looking for.
But it's going to be 2nd down. So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43.
Off the play fake to Dobbins. Here's Jackson.
He'll buy some time right. And now he's going to use his legs. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And the Cardinals have got it, going the other way. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 18. Out of the gun, he'll throw. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Now a handoff for Drake. Derek Wolfe there on the tackle.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Murray's throw on target to Christian Kirk. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 2.
On play action, it's Murray. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. And he is going to have a Cardinals 1st down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. They'll run on 1st down. It's Drake. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory.
Across midfield.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
It's now 2nd and 6.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens 35. 15 yards that time, and the Cardinals move the chains. On 1st down, Drake. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
And Murray throwing complete here to Drake. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens' 13-yard line. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. Now the first carry for Chase Edmonds. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 10-yard line.
Shotgun now for Murray. Rolling to his right. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the 3rd quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the 4th quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale. It's the Ravens in control of the football. They've also got the lead as we get set for the 4th. Now they can breathe a little easier, some room to operate as they've got it 1st and 10 now out past the 20. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And he finds some space past the 25 to the 27. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Another run here with Dobbins.
He takes this for 3 to the 29.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Brings up 3rd down.
The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
They'll try to run for it with Dobbins.
Oh, he's got a little daylight.
And he's going to have a Ravens first down as he'll get this up to about the 42.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation when they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
On the option, Jackson will keep it.
And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line.
Well, he's had success running the football in this one, and that's undeniable. But that time, the defense was onto it.
And, partner, I think the more you see a play like this, the more they're able to diagnose it quicker and easier for them to defend it. I think you have to dress it up a little bit and show maybe some different formations and looks.
Sliding out of the pocket. He's going to find his tight end, Boyle. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
You know, Lamar Jackson last season, the first NFL quarterback with 3,000 or more passing yards and 1,000 or more rushing yards in the same season.
And we see both of those talents on display here today. We just saw another completed pass. And everyone knew coming out of college he could run the ball. But for some reason, we didn't analyze it throwing the way we should have it. I think every time he completes a pass, he says to himself, take that, evaluators. You guys really missed the boat on me.
Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a 4th down. And this defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. Here's Sam Cook now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And he gets it away. A directional kick going toward the sideline. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds.
At their own 26-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense.
Well, the defense got its job done, forcing the punt. Now the formula pretty simple. They need to find the end zone here. A field goal doesn't help them much.
And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
Maybe a little frustration starting to creep in. The offensive line hasn't done a great job of protecting him in this game, and there he was, hit again as he threw it.
Yeah, another time on his backside, probably starting to get a little frustrated.
Got to keep his composure. Can't let the defense know that they're getting to him.
And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Out of the gun, here's Murray. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
One score down, here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete.